So what we're going to do here, we're making a water wheel for my fish pond. So this is the old one here. He's kind of all broke up pretty good and not the best. But it lasted me for, oh, I would say 25 years. So anyways, we're going to make a new one. Now to start off with, we got to get all the material. I got some boards over here. We're going to have to plane these down. I've got, I made the sides for the wheels. These are two here together. They'll come apart and it'll, to say it'll be like so when I get done. But yeah, I'm just going to take a little bit of figuring out here. I got it marked out. Make the center, and then I'm going to cut these out a little bit so that the air can flow through, and we'll smooth these out a little bit, and we'll be good to go. But first we got to plane down some lumber here and get it ready. Old planer out. Haven't had her going for a while. Old glue I had here for fixing the house a while back. Still come in handy sometime. This here is a water trough. It's seen its better day too. I'll make a new one of them while I'm at it. So I just gotta plane down that lumber. Hook up this shop back to her here, gather up some of the dust. And these all planed down now from rough cut at the yellow pine, which will be very sturdy for making a water wheel. White pine is just kind of decay and rot over time. The yellow pine, they actually used it in floors in the old in the trains in the boxcars years ago. He also used it on bleachers in schoolyards years ago too, because it's very sturdy and it could take the weather. You can smell it. You know, yellow pine has got a very distinctive odor to it, which is a nice, pleasant smell, really. Anyways, we got all these planed down. There's lots of knots in them here and there, but I only need pieces, so it'll work out good. Another piece. So, that's that. Now we'll carry on with a little bit more here. Okay, so we're gonna cut these angles out here on the, this is the old one, so that there is around a 30-degree angle, or bevel I should say. So we're gonna got the table saw set up. Just gonna cut this big old knot and get rid of it. So don't need it. Nope, not very good. So now this should be a pretty good piece. We're just gonna take this off at the right bevel. Angles here, it took me a little figuring here. So from this edge to here we need 3 inches. Cut both sides, cut at a 30-degree angle. So I just flip one over, got that side, and flip this one over and cut this. So. That should be good. Well, we got to make, I don't think we're going to get 12 out of that. Before I change my saw, you know what we could use this for. Keep it. Alright, so we need them 5 inches long. And we'll see how many we can get out of it here. Maybe I'll take it from this end. Better make a nice clean end on it here. That's better. Love the smell of that yellow pine. Boy, it smells nice. Pretty sure it said 5. Yep. What we can do is, so we get them all the same, instead of measuring them all the time, we'll just put a mark here. Measure from here to here, 5 inches. I'll just put a line on there. On my table saw, that'll be better. Just put a line on there and then we can just nip them all off. Same, so let's see, 5 inches. Yep. Well, that worked out pretty good. I got one spare. That don't happen very often, where you get them all exactly the right amount. Okay, so we got them all cut. So, we'll just set them over on the bench. Now, these other ones are just square, so they're not so bad. These are just a square piece here, so that's, need it exactly 4 inches wide, 5 inches long. So they're going to be the same as the others. So 4 inches wide, so we don't need this anymore at an angle. We can put this back, set the table saw back to normal. This old table saw, right at the beginning, the darn threads on it, where you want to make a bevel, just not the best. So, but all the time I say I'm going to buy another one, but I never do, as much as I use it. There we go. Okay. So that's 5. I mean, that's set back to straight. And I got my other boards here that we planed down earlier. So we'll just rip them at 5 inches. And pretty sure I said 5 inches. No, 4 inches. See, always pays the check. So we'll set the old table saw for a table of 4 inches. And we'll slice them off. Perfect. Things are going pretty good here today. Not come out of there. That's going to mess me up for 12, I think. So we got the marks. We just can't go wrong. Just go by that. Rough cut lumber, you know, like when you do rough cut lumber, it's always, it's never ever straight on the money. Yeah. Anyways, I got that cut off. Got a nice straight edge. So now we've still got the mark here from before. We're just going to cut them off at, pretty sure that says 5 inches, what I did before. Right. Anyways, we want them identical. I don't like going in the knot. So we're going to have to slice a little one. I don't think I got 12 of that. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Need 2 more. Damn. Oh well. You know, that's why I kept this little piece here. Always pays to do just a smidgen extra. There, one extra, in case something goes wrong. All right. So now, we just gotta make the cups, so we just gotta put these on. This are gonna go like so. Gonna mark them and screw them together. That's going to go on the wheel, hopefully. Just takes a bit of figuring for these things. Sometimes people, they make the videos and it looks like everything goes right nice and smooth, but really it doesn't. They show the videos and they don't show the mistakes. And you can make a lot of them. I've made my share. So that's going to go. And it'll go on like so. Like so. And we'll just keep going to go around, all the way around like that, 12 of them. That's the way she's going to look. Like so. Just follow her around. Keep this edge nice. I'm going to sand this off first though. Make it nice. And then I'm going to cut this out. Because these are going to, once I screw these and glue and screw these together, then I'll put bolts, screws up into them. Same as down, up, just holds them together. That should work out pretty nice. And being this here is yellow pine, it should hold the weather really good. All right, so now we got all the pieces cut. I can, I think what I'll do is I'll screw them together. I'll show you how I do one, and then but when I get them done, we'll come back and carry on. Where's that there piece again? Jumping, I can never find. Oh, there we go. There's the old one. Yeah. That would go like so. And you keep on going all the way around. Not much to it once you get going. Okay, now I'm going to, what was I going to say? I'm going to cut these off. Anyway, we got these all made here. This is how they go together. This is kind of stuck a little bit, but they go like so. And so this here is cut on a 30-degree angle. And then just opposite on here, 30-degree angle. And then it just grew to a piece, this here. So they're both 5 inches wide, 3/4 inch thick. And I'm sorry about that. Let me see here. Okay, so this is, as I said before, this is 30-degree angle here, 30-degree angle on this side. This one here is exactly 3 1/4 inches wide, the one with the angles. This one here is 4 inches wide. And they're both 5 inches long. So that there, and then you put them on the angle. They go on just like so. This here bevel just kind of follows. This bevel will follow that the outside part of the water wheel. There's 2 here, one there, one here, one there, one here. This bottom will come off and it'll go on top. Then that'll make the water wheel. There's a little gap in between here. I can either fill it with epoxy, or I can put a little piece of wood in there, which I might just do. So, and that's the way it is. It just keeps on going around like so. So, got to get it the right way here. Yeah. Like so, and that's the way they are. It goes right around the circle. Pretty cool, eh? In the middle, I'll show you how I'm going to cut that out here in a little bit. And should be good to go. Got the fire going here, keep us warm. Coming up into May, and it's still darn cold outside. Boy, I had that heat feels good. But not a better place to work than inside here where it's nice and warm. And anyway. So, another thing you could do too is just make an extra when you're doing, make an extra couple. And then I just put them away and I write my angles on them. And I'll just screw them together and put them in my template box. So if I ever want to make another one, it'll be easier. I was lucky enough for myself, because this is the old one, and as I said, I showed you before, but it's really had its share of the day. This one I made, I just out of solid pine. I just biscuited the pieces together, and it lasted all right. But I thought I'd try the plywood this time, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I won't need these anymore. That old wheels, as I say, the old wheels seen its better day. Actually, my son Craig helped me make that. He lives in St. Catharines now, and he helped me make it. And yeah, he was a good help in the shop. And young lad back then, he got so good. He'd come in after school and tell me. I'd tell him what needed done, and have a list for him, and he'd cut it all up on the right sizes, and then that helped me a lot, because then all I had to do was just start assembling and putting them together. We worked together pretty good, him and me, in the old shop. Anyway, I miss working with him. Have company, and we could we always got lots done and had a lot of laughs too. And oh well, as my other boy too, he was good too, and working in there, Carl. Anyway, okay, where am I going to start here now? So I think I showed you. I don't know, but anyways, yeah. So I just screwed them together. I glued them last night, glued them, and then screwed them. So put that on a little bit of an angle, and yeah, they'll hold. And as I say, I'm going to sand these all off nice and make them nice. It's going to be in the wheel, so it's not going to see much difference. And I think it should be good to go. Anyway, we're going to now this wheel here isn't just exactly. I cut it with a jigsaw, so it's just not exactly right. So I'm going to round them nicely over there. So we're going to take all these off and set them over here. Oh, and there's exactly 12 of these for this size wheel. So this is very important. So you need exactly 12, the dimensions that I give you. And the wheel itself is very important. It's 22 inches, eh? So 22 inches across. In other words, a 22-inch circle. And I keep it 3 1/4 inch. It's 3 1/4 inch from here to here, so all the way around. And that's where these line up in that circle. So now what I'll do now is, as long as you make sure this is 22 inches, not even a little less is all right, but 22 inches, and exactly 12 of these, so 12 will go in that 22 inches perfectly. So if you want it bigger, well, then you're going to have to redesign these so that they're a little wider or whatever. But that makes a nice small water wheel. So, as I say, so now this is all marked out here. So I got this all set. And I'm going to cut with the X, I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut this out and cut this out now. And that'll be that. And then I got a little, what you would call like, it's not a 4x4, but that's this one here is 2 1/4 inches by 2 1/4 inches. So that, I'm going to cut a short piece. That's going to go right in the center, right like that, and I'm going to drill a hole right through it. I'm going to put a piece of dowel so it comes out about that far on each side of this. So it'll be cut off about there, 5 inches. So this center piece will be 5 inches, the same as this. So that'll be 5 inches, and then I'll put a piece of dowel out. I'll leave it out probably about 8-10 inches, same way that side. Which is going then will go into the another board and into my mill out there, which I'll take a video and show you that. But anyways, you would need to cut a piece of this for 5 inches. This is hardwood, so this is maple, which is you could pretty well use anything else, but I find maple or hardwood for the middle piece would be nice. So that's going to go in like that, and then I'll just screw right into 4 screws right into the edge here, which should be pretty nice. So right now, we're going to sand this off, make this nice round, and then I'll cut these out, and then we can start assembling it.